you could say Feliciano had a good year. I understand that. I know they want to bring him back. I like him back as a depth piece. I don't like him
Sure.
back as the starter. He got benched in Buffalo 2 years ago. The Giants, I know he played center, but there were issues there. He had a good year with the Niners, but I don't know these long-term answer. But anyway, he gets hurt, so he's not there in overtime, and you have Burford there. And again, that's where that rush comes from, where the Niners had to settle for a field goal. So that right guard position, 2 Super Bowls now, you could point to a play in each of them, at least one, where you said, holy shit, if that one play goes differently, they may have 2 rings.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
not, and I
Yeah,
know there were a million
100%.
other things that happened. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that there weren't.
Yeah.
But those
But
2
that's one of
plays,
them. Yeah.
that were huge. And it was because of the right guard where you were like, you just had a serviceable rando. And Feliciano, Grady had a good year. He's a serviceable rando. Spencer Burford, I know he's a young player, but he's a serviceable rando. And Mike Pearson, I can't literally forgot the guy's name already, was a serviceable rando. So you got those guys in there, and those types of things happen when I guess you have those players. So that's really interesting. But the Drew Brees, and I saw a thing where Drew Brees even said Brock Purdy reminds him a little bit of himself. And there is some Drew Brees comparisons there. And the way the Saints built the offense, it's a great point. Protection up the middle. Purdy throws with anticipation. You got to make some changes. So yeah, man, that's exciting because when we're talking about all the changes the Niners need to make, we're not up here like they're not going to do it. They're horrible. We're just like, this is what we see. And this is what we think they have to do. And what we've seen with Shanahan and Lynch, for the most part, they understand the assignment. And it seems like they kind of do right now. You can get into a million things that frustrate you during the game or blah, 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 whatever. But when they're building this roster, like you said, they are going for it. I don't think they're going to have a season where they're going to rest on their laurels and be like, oh, well, we're going to take a couple steps back or whatever. I think they're always going to try to go for it in some way, shape, or form.